And federal officials under pressure to provide answers and accountability in their handling of the Flint water emergency.
7 investigative Jim Kurtzner brought us an in-depth look at their lack of action when Flint made the cost-cutting move off of the Detroit water system that caused lead poisoning.
Yeah, Jim joins us live now with more on who is demanding answers and who can get them those answers. Jim?
Yeah, Stephen and Carolyn, some people have asked me why this Flint story is news here in Metro Detroit. It's simple. Our governor and his people let it happen. So did the feds. And get this, tonight, one man in a position to ask the tough questions is living Flint's emergency.
And I also drink Flint water. I take care of children and families who drink Flint water.
Hundreds of cases of lead poisoning have now been documented.
They found levels of consistent exposure in all our blood.
3, 2, 1.
Flint switched off the Detroit water system last year to save millions of dollars. Flint will connect next year to a new water system under construction. The switch happened under the governor's emergency manager, Darnell Early. He's now running Detroit Public Schools as emergency manager.
At the time was a sound policy. What we're dealing with now is the unintended consequences.
The backup plan was a disaster, using Flint River water that was not properly treated as corrosive, and it caused lead to leach into water from pipes and solder.
These people should lose their jobs and face criminal charges for the people that they've injured.
Lead was found not by government testing, but in blood tests of Flint residents, kids, and by volunteers from Virginia Tech, and even a longtime investigative reporter who now works for the ACLU.
This was the most egregious example of emergency management gone wrong.
The governor has now brokered a financial plan to put Flint back onto Detroit water, but the long-term problems with lead are far from over. If they try to cover this up in any way or clean it up, that the pressure's on you to make sure that doesn't happen.
As I said before, I'm a citizen of Flint. I'm offended by what happened, and there must be answers, and there must be action, and there must be further remediation.
Now, his task force will work into the first of next year. There are also calls for other investigations, and we will also continue to watch this. I'm live tonight, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Certainly a lot of people concerned about the long-term effects.
All right, Jim, good work on this. Thanks for the update. I know we'll stay on the story.